Good afternoon, everybody. Here to look at your headlines on this Tuesday afternoon. We have an update on the dredging situation at Langan Park, when that is expected to start. Plus, the teacher accused of getting a 4-year-old drunk at school has entered a plea. Plus, 2 people shot during an incident at a local dollar store. This and more on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Glad to be with you on this Tuesday afternoon. Had a couple of days off for Memorial Day, and it was great to spend some time with family, and I just enjoyed myself so much. But today is a weather alert day, so it's probably raining where you are, and if it's not, it probably will be. So just keep that in mind throughout the afternoon, and stay tuned to WKRG and WKRG's weather app so you can keep a close eye on the radar. All right, everybody, let's get right to our big stories at this hour, something that's expected to happen this afternoon. Number 5, Alabama U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville expected to make a big announcement this afternoon. There's some speculation that Tuberville will announce he's going to run for governor. He has served Alabama in the U.S. Senate since 2021 after defeating former Senator Doug Jones. Before that, he was a college football coach, spent 10 seasons as the head coach for the Auburn Tigers. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey cannot run again because of term limits. Number 4, the University of West Florida has a new interim president. The university's Board of Trustees has named Manny Diaz Jr. as the interim president after previous president, Dr. Martha Saunders, announced her resignation 2 weeks ago. Diaz currently serves as the Florida Education Commissioner, a position he has held since 2022. Diaz is set to begin his new role July 14th. Number 3, the Mobile City Council approves a $15 million contract to dredge the lake at Langan Municipal Park. Hughes Companies Incorporated will be responsible for this dredging project. Crews will fix drainage in the lake as well to make sure sediment doesn't pile up. Dredging is going to start in July, and there are also some plans to build a boathouse for non-motorized boats. Number 2, the Mobile public school teacher accused of getting a 4-year-old student drunk at school pleads not guilty to aggravated child abuse charges. Investigators say Tracy Walker is a teacher at Collins Roads Elementary School in Pritchard. She gave the little girl a drink containing alcohol. The child ended up in the pediatric ICU with a nearly 0.3 blood alcohol level. She's out of jail on a $25,000 bond. And number 1, the DA's office will decide whether charges will be filed for an incident at a Dollar General store in Pritchard. Mobile County deputies say Teron Curtis threatened a cashier over the weekend after he claimed the employee didn't give him the items he came for. When he came back, cashier called a family member who went to the store. Then Curtis and his girlfriend, LaKenya Russell, returned to the store and attacked the cashier and the worker's relative. Well, at some point, the family members shot Curtis and Russell, the girlfriend, who ran off and drove themselves to the hospital. Detectives went to the hospital to interview Curtis and Russell. The cashier's relative spoke with investigators at the scene. Did you follow all that? That was a whole big, long mouthful. But we'll have to wait and see if charges are going to be filed in that incident, because it's a lot of he said, she said, he said, she said, he shot me, all that. So we're going to have to see what happens with that story. Okay, now it is time for our question of the day, the time we get to hear from you. And today we're asking you something that has to do with airline travel. And this has to do with probably the story we ran a couple of days ago about Allegiant Air had some new flights out of Destin, and they're going to Ohio and to Washington, D.C. So we're asking you, which flights do you wish the Gulf Coast offered? And let's see what many of you have to say. Seattle, Michael says. Ray says, I wish you could just fly out of Mobile and it didn't cost you an arm and a leg. A lot cheaper to fly out of Pensacola. Chris, the one flying folks away with no return. Oh, come on, Chris. This is a great place. Mobile to Cancun, straight shot, an hour and a half tops. Wouldn't that be fun? Allegiant nonstop service from Gulf Shores to Las Vegas. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Let's see. Well, Mobile needs cheap flights to the nearest big hubs first. It'll then be affordable from there on out. Atlanta, Houston, DFW, Orlando, Charlotte. We live near Mobile Regional and drive to Pensacola and New Orleans due to cost. Tanya says the question should be, how can we lower flights, price of flights to bigger hubs? Gulf Shores to Dallas, any hub, Atlanta, Charlotte, DC, anything. All that's missing are options to connect to other places. Melissa says, how about we get some roads paved from the overload already before we try bringing international flights to the area? Luke, wouldn't this be great? I agree here. Mobile to LaGuardia. I mean, can you imagine? That'd be awesome. A nonstop flight to New York. That'd be really cool. So thank you to all of you who answered our question of the day and some really good responses. We appreciate it. Okay, now it's time for our poll of the day. Should people working part-time or earning poverty wages be counted as unemployed? Yes or no opinion. You let us know if people working part-time or earning poverty wages should be counted as unemployed. So that means they would get some unemployed benefits. Do you think that people should or not? Go ahead and comment if you would like, and you can definitely vote in our poll, and let us know what you think. So we will have that poll up until 5:30 this evening, and you can participate in that on WKRG's Facebook page or on WKRG.com. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for me here on News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tonight for WKRG News 5 at 5 o'clock. Have a nice afternoon, everybody.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.